Yo my people, welcome back to another video. In this one I'm going to be talking about 4 pillars of a healthy life, what makes it a healthy life, and why I live by these 4 pillars to be specific. So let's get into it. Health. I think we can all agree that without the health, you really are not really going to get anywhere far in life. If you're living an unhealthy life, it makes everything else very difficult, I think. The reason that health is probably my first pillar that I live by is because when you live healthy with a healthy mind, you kind of have this energetic spring in your step on a daily basis that leads you to make better decisions and leads you, in my opinion, to lead a better life. So an example I'll give is starting to cut out sugar from my diet, because for me, when I eat a lot of sugar, I get a clouded head and I just want to lay in bed and watch Netflix and complete my FIFA 20 career mode. Now, nothing wrong with that, but for me, if I do that for a prolonged period of time, I get very sad and it's not a very productive life that I want to live. No disrespect to anyone that wants to do that. For me, that's not it. Number 2 is going to be wealth. Now, I didn't just put it number 2 because it rhymes with health. Wealth is significantly important in the life that we're living these days. Unfortunately, we don't have the luxury of buying houses that are £100,000 like our parents did, or like when it was like 1985. House prices now are astronomically high. Putting that as number 2 in the pillars is quite important, because you need to have some sort of financial income or some financial advantage to get ahead of the competition. When I say ahead of the competition, I basically mean it's like a dog-eat-dog world out there. If you see it how I see it, if you're not doing something, someone else is going to do it. If you've got an idea and you don't act on it, someone else has got the same idea and they act on it. Snooze, you lose. You've just missed out. And work as well. Like, whatever you do for work, doesn't matter, make sure it's something you enjoy, but there's also an element of being paid. If you want these things in life, it comes at a cost, and if you want them things in life and you're not doing anything about it to get it, and you're complaining, then shut up. Literally shut your mouth. You haven't got a reason to complain if you're not willing to get the money. Simple as that. And it's difficult to balance, because I'm not saying sell your soul for a check, yeah, but I think you have to always be wary about stuff like that. Like, I'll give you an example. I actually went like a whole year being in my overdraft, and it was a pretty fun year, to be honest. Would I do something like that now? No, because the fun I was having, it kind of masked how, like, shit, I'm in my overdraft, I'm a waste man. I need to start making some money, really. Third one is love. Now, if you live a life with love, you are living the best life. If you live your life with hate, you're going to live a very negative life. And when I say love, this can apply to all areas, whether it be your family, whether it be your friends. Let's talk about mainly like relationships, yeah? If you're in a relationship and you are genuinely in love, I think that is one of the most beautiful, it's amazing. I don't know like the superlative to explain it, yeah? But once you genuinely are in love, it's just like a euphoric feeling that really helps and benefits your life. Try to find it, man. Everyone should, listen, not try to find it, but that should, in my opinion, be a pillar of your life. Like, you need to love yourself first of all, and then love a partner or someone or your family. And if you don't love your family or you don't love anyone, it's a bit awkward, isn't it? Why not? Ask yourself why, and maybe change that, because once you live a life of love, you don't really go any wrong, really. I don't see how things can sort of fuck up and change. I mean, would you think, like, what's your opinion of love? Do you think it's important? Would you not put it in your pillars? Because if not, why, innit? For me, I'd put it in mine, because when I live a life of love, yeah, the rest of everything else is sweet, mate. But once I live like holding grudges and that, like, I hate this, I hate that, I hate that, you're not gonna, my life's not that great. I'm quite sad all the time. So that's why I've put it as a pillar, because if you always choose love, and you seek love, and you love others, and you love yourself mainly, then things are gonna be sweet. The last pillar is happiness. This is my favorite one, because happiness ultimately dictates everything else. If your health is at a good standard that you want it to be at, if your wealth is at a standard that you want it to be at, and if your love, if you're living a life of love, then how can you not be happy? So this is like a byproduct of all the other pillars, in the sense that once you do them, for me anyway, you're gonna be happy. Like, do anything that makes you happy, live a life of happiness, always choose happiness. And if you're not happy, try and always figure out why you're not happy, because 9 times out of 10, it's something that you can actually fix quite easily, and it's not as deep as you actually think it is. Like sometimes I think to myself, or there's some days where I feel so unhappy, and then I have to really ask myself, why am I feeling unhappy? What has made me feel unhappy? And is there anything I can do right now to change that? 9 times out of 10 there is. Like, it could be my boss forgot to motivate me today. I done a sick job and they completely ignored it. And I'm thinking like, shit man, I'm feeling quite unhappy because of that. But then you have to ask yourself, my boss could have been busy, he could have something else going on. It's like, I'm putting my happiness in a factor that I have no control of. I have control of doing a good job, but I don't have any control of whether somebody acknowledges me for it. So it's like a stoic mindset where only, care about things that you have actual control of. Like for me, making YouTube videos, I can be happy pumping out 2 videos a week, which is what I promised you guys, yeah? One on Wednesday, one on Sunday. I'm gonna put out 2 videos a week. If I do that every single week, I'm gonna be very happy. But if I say, I want to put out 2 videos a week and I want them to get 200 views, 300 views, or I want to get 10 subscribers per video I do, and I'm putting my happiness on that, that's a very bad way to do it, because I don't have no control over that stuff. That's completely, I press upload, boom, see you later, it goes into the YouTube algorithm, starts doing its thing, whatever happens, happens. I don't have any control whether I get views or whether I get subscribers. So once you really get down to the bottom of what makes you happy, that's when you can prosper and thrive and live a better life. So to recap guys, wealth, health, love and happiness. If you live your life with these 4 pillars and bear them in mind, then you are surely going to be onto a winner, which is what I want for everyone who subscribes and watches this, because I'm all about empowering others and being happy and having good vibes and just keep the negativity away, man. Man's done too much of that. I'm not on that no more, and we're trying to keep things stepping and have a sensational year, because can't lie, just been kicking football with the boys and today was the best day. It was so nice. Sun, banter and that, like it was sick. So thank you again for watching. If you want to put any of your pillars, please do put them in the comments, and we can have a little community and talk about how we can help each other. And if you feel like I've missed anything, shout me. If you disagree with something, also let me know, man, because that would be much appreciated, and that's what I want for this channel. So thank you again for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.